Have you ever noticed how easy it is to become the person other people respond to instead of the person you are? None of us begin life performing. As children, we simply express ourselves. We laugh, we cry, we explore, we create. But gradually, we begin noticing what receives approval, what earns praise, what keeps the peace, what makes us feel accepted. Without even realizing it, we begin shaping ourselves around those responses. Maybe we become the responsible one, the successful one, the funny one, the helpful one, the strong one. At first, those identities often serve us. They help us belong. They help us find our place. But over time, it's worth asking, have I become so attached to the role that I've lost touch with the person beneath it? We often think the opposite of authenticity is dishonesty, but perhaps that's too simplistic. Sometimes we're completely sincere about a version of ourselves that was quietly shaped by other people's expectations. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be seen, or appreciated, or understood. We all do. The difficulty begins when we become more committed to being admired, needed, or applauded than to discovering what is actually true about ourselves. You can see this on social media, but it begins long before that. It begins whenever we start asking, what do people want from me, more often than what feels true to me? Over time, that question quietly shapes a life. Not all at once, one decision at a time, one role at a time, until we forget there was ever a distinction. Perhaps that's why so many people eventually arrive at a strange feeling. Their life looks successful. People admire them, depend on them, respect them. Yet something feels strangely absent. And then something doesn't quite feel like theirs. Maybe authenticity isn't about becoming someone new. Maybe it's about slowly noticing all the ways we've organized ourselves around the responses we hope to receive. Little by little, we begin making fewer decisions based on the applause we hope to earn, and more decisions based on what we know to be true. Because perhaps the deepest freedom isn't being admired for the person we've learned to perform. It's quietly becoming the person we no longer have to perform at all. So maybe the question isn't, how do I become more authentic? Perhaps the question is this: who are you when no one is watching? And what would change if that person gradually became the one the world gets to know?